Just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 55, 55. I'm coming. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Off the play fake. Jordan. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Rodriguez. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 10-2 soft. 54. Here we go. Shoot. Protein spill. Hey, Steve, sit. 5.
2nd and 13. Washington's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Go.
On first down, Jordan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On second down, it's Rodriguez trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Go. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's set it.
From the gun, Jordan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
What? 280. 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. Still got 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action now. Wilson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. An update from Buffalo. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
On first and 10, Jordan, complete to Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie. 55.
Looking to throw. Jordan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Ready.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, Foxtrot. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Mike 55. Check right. Bravo. Check right. Watching your 5. Hey, defense, let's go.
To throw again, Jordan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Ready? 15 line. Really? Watch the twins. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On first down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ready, break.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's a second and 7. And it'll be intercepted. get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it go.
Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts a deep
through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 94 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. The 22-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Jordan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Set 50. Plant.
They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Rodriguez. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, high 7. 55. Hey. 55. Check 55, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
5. Check 55 for Mike. Deep rip.
Throwing on first down, Jordan. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike. Hey. Hey, keep it up. Mike, 55.
Off play action, Jordan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yes.
55 is my guy, 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, orbit. Right there in the middle. 50
Operating from the gun. Jordan. Throw left side complete. That's Fletcher. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Come on back. Mike 54, Mike 54. Mike 54. Here I come. Right there. 54, right there.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boosted
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Mike 55. Get it.
2nd and 15. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. 55, my guy, 55. Let's go, D.
from the gun. Jordan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Check your hot read.
Check. Go 14.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up. Shoot.
Throwing again. Jordan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Hey, team 6. 5.
Operating from the gun, Jordan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fletcher. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the
61, matchbox lights.
Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
On first down, Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to throw. Jordan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell Mel?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a
nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
8, read.
Watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming. Alert flare, flare.
General West.
Mike 5-4.
I'm on.
Right there. 54.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ten logo.
54. I'm coming after you.
Hard. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere. 54.
Look at me. Zipper.
Watch 54. Rip right.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Jordan. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third down, Wilson. And Jeffrey's got it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, for touchdown, Vikings. Alshon Jeffrey, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, watch this.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Score, Steelers 20.